Good evening. So, I was reflecting yesterday that I was walking in the fields and looking at the blades of the grass. And each grass were different. Some grass was taller, some grass was smaller. And the grasses that we are walking on is hard to grow. It grows very slow. And that also reflecting came into my mind when we were cutting the grass. We were using the same cutter. Some were cut in a very bottom and others were cut a little bit taller, so uneven. So despite the same soil, same nature, same rain, same sun, it grows differently. It grows very differently. That's same with our life too. We were in the same class, but some became a prime minister, some became a businessman, some became a farmer like me. So we grown differently. And that's same with our practice too. We get the same thing in one class, but we develop differently. And same with our life in our general term in the society. Each one of us has got same conditions, but we developed differently. Some take that as an opportunity, go on with that, and then grow from there, taking that opportunity, enhancing their practice, enhancing their skills, and that's become a lesson to develop and become stronger and successful. In the meantime, other people may take it as obstructions and distractions, and laying back, not fighting, not struggling with it, and then change their habit patterns and went into different ways, different forms. So it's a matter of how we look at the things that's coming to us. And if we are mindful of each thing that's coming, then we will be able to sort it out, which way we want to go and how we want to go, how we want to deal with it, and how to deal with that. And with that, we grow, we cultivate. So practice of meditation, that's why, as we know, there are two types. One is the concentration, another one is insight. So the concentration meditation is simply a technique, a method to grow. It's like a planting a tree. We just plant the tree, and after that, we cannot force this tree to grow, and we cannot force this tree to give us a fruit. All what we do is to look after that tree, taking care of that tree, and along the way this tree will blossom, grow and blossom. So the technique or the method of the practice that we practice is like that. We have planted the seed in us. We know how to practice. We have a method, and all what we need is to look after it, taking care of it, and being mindful of that technique. And again, without losing, we're being mindful of that. So the insight simply is to be mindful of things that's taking place in this very moment and fulfilling our duty in a skillful way. So when we fulfill our duty, then the progress and cultivation of our mind will gradually develop on its own way. It's like a tree, at the end of the day, we do not have to worry about it as long as we are looking after it properly. So, in the practice, although we started off with the observation or concentrating on an object, but once we become skilled, then that is not the important, but the characteristics of it, the object and the mind. And understanding of that helps us to understand the way things are, and understanding that the way things are helps us to liberate ourselves and able to be kind, compassionate, able to keep our mind in a balance, and then seeing every one of us are the same nature of sickness and oldness and death. Yeah? So, with this reflection, let's practice meditation. Sitting comfortably, aware of the body and the mind, the way it is here and now. And if you feel restless, mind is wandering, not composed, you may spend few moments on the primary object, working with the primary object for a moment, playing with it. And settling down, grounding yourself in the present moment here and now. And rather than just being mindful of the object, aware of things as it comes, observing, acknowledging, noting, and let it be. Whatever objects are there. And each object that arises, no grasp, no resistance. Simply recognizing it. No response. And watching as they are. Doesn't matter what we observe, doesn't matter what we experience. Simply observing objectively and having a right attitude, right understanding on it, a right understanding of the nature of change. Everything conditioned arises, and as the conditions disconnects, it fades. Or as the other condition adds in, the current condition changes. depending on one another arises. So having a right understanding of this arising and vanishing, rather than identifying, grasping, having an attachment to it. Anything that conditioned arised is subject to change. So whatever arising in this very moment, whether it is feelings in your body, or whether it is thoughts, or whether simply aware of the primary object, depending on one another arises. So as the mind concentrates, that concentration is the base for the joy. And that joy is the base for the happiness. And understanding these as they truly are is called sampajanya, having a clear awareness of it. Comprehending completely its origin, its arising, maintaining, and fading away. No grasp, no attachment. And obviously, if you feel restless and lost, unable to concentrate, unable to be aware, you may stay composed with the primary object, working with it, playing with it for a moment. And developing the wisdom, comprehension, awareness of things as they truly are, as it comes in. So continue practicing until the goal.